Welcome back to the channel, and we are on week 2 of Manjaro. And how's it gone? So before I want to get into how it's actually gone and any results that I've seen and any side effects that I've had, I really want to give you a quick insight into my working week. It kind of shows, I hope, sometimes how it can make things difficult when you're traveling around for work in particular. I think I touched on this before, in and out of service stations, all that sort of stuff. It can be quite challenging when you're out and about to make good choices. So I was really quite worried about this week. So on Monday and Tuesday I was working from home, but then on Wednesday I was out on the road. I had to go from Northumberland down to London, and then from London over to Antwerp in Belgium. So that was a bit of a nightmare, and one that I was really worried about. Watch this and you'll see, well, you might see what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's Wednesday morning. It's actually 7:52 in the morning. I've been on the road for just about an hour and a half. So Monday and Tuesday were working days at home, and now today I am on the road. I'm heading to London. It's a long old day. This week is the week that I've been worried about, is the truth. This week is where I'm back on the road with my job, and this will be the first time that I've been on the road and experienced what it's like whilst on Manjaro. Now, why am I worried about that? Well, really because I've got to control my diet while I'm out on the road. This is always the hardest part for me, because I might live in and out of service stations. I did touch on this on my last video. I might live in and out of service stations, but also when I'm meeting up with colleagues or clients, that might be mean going out for meals, which would normally mean 1 or 2 beers, 2 or 3 beers, 3 or 4 beers, whatever that might mean. It would normally mean going out for a really nice meal and having a couple of drinks. So that's going to be happening this week. In fact, that's going to be happening this evening. I am going to be meeting up with some of my colleagues from Belgium. They've come over for a couple of days. So we're meeting up with them today, do some work together. We're going to go out for a meal tonight. So that's where I'm going to be put to the test the most today. I do have a fridge in the back of my car, and in that fridge I've got some drinks, some water, I've got some snacks, and the snacks that I've got are chicken and mini Babybels. So I've got that. That's pretty much going to be my lunch today. Bit of cooked chicken and some cooked chicken, yeah, like I was going to eat raw chicken. I've got some roast chicken in there which I picked up from Lidl's on the weekend, so I'm going to eat some of that and a Babybel. So that's taken care of. But tonight I will go out with my colleagues and we will have dinner, and I have to be on my best behaviour there and ensure that I'm ordering the right thing off the menu, and there's no alcohol passing these lips. Alcohol for me right now is off the table, off the cards. Do not want it, don't care about it, do not need it. There's no hard rule for that for me. I just know that right now I don't want any alcohol whatsoever. And I did actually say to my wife, this Manjaro is not a cheap drug to take. It's not a cheap medication, whatever you want to call it. It costs money, and why would I jeopardize it by ruining it by adding alcohol in there? You know, no. You've got to get the diet in check, and that includes drink. So the drink is gone. So tonight when I'm with my colleagues, that will be the first time probably the first time ever where I've actually said, you know what guys, I'm sorry, no alcohol from me tonight. I'm going to carry on now, get to my first stop where I can have my leg stretch, get some steps in, get a bathroom break, and on we go to London. So the trip to London went well, actually. I was quite happy with it. We went out for a meal that evening. I was very sensible. I pretty much had meat and some vegetables. Everything was well behaved. Didn't touch the alcohol. I was the guy driving everybody else around between the hotels and restaurants and what have you. So it went great. So from London, jumped back in the car and off to Antwerp. Right, I'm in the car. I'm actually on the train in the Channel Tunnel right now. Onwards I go now into Calais. Then I've got to drive for, I think it's an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to Antwerp, to my hotel. So that's probably going to be, I don't know what time, to be fair. Because actually, the train I'm on now. I managed to get on 1/2 hour earlier than I was meant to, so that was a bit of a bonus. But I do have to charge my car when I get to Calais. And I think then tomorrow, the idea is to try and get up, go for a run before I'm in the office, get my meeting out of the way, and then get back on this train back to the UK. A long drive home. But anyway, I should see you before that. Yeah, France, here we go. And then Belgium. Right, I'm in Belgium. I'm in Antwerp. I've just arrived. It's 11:20 in the evening. Whew, it's been a long day. Now I just need to get my stuff. Yeah, that was a long day. It weren't too bad actually. Like once I got to France, it weren't too bad. Getting out of London was a bit of a nightmare, but it's London, it's always a nightmare. So now I need to get my stuff in the hotel. I need to get in the hotel, I need to get checked in, I need to find my room, find my bed, and then try and get a good night's sleep, and try and get up and do a little jog in the morning. I'm going to do my best. Let's see how I feel though. Right, I need to get my stuff together. Hello. Nearly done for the day. Okay, it's Friday. On Belgian time, it is 3:38, and I'm just now back at the tunnel, about to get on board, having me a Baby Bell. These are great. I like a Baby Bell. But no, we're just about to get on board. Been a busy couple of days. Disappointed in myself. I didn't get to run this morning. By the time I got to sleep last night, it was must have been about midnight, something like that. And I gave myself permission to stay in bed until 7 o'clock this morning. So I didn't get up and go for a run. I'm not gonna kill myself over that one though. And now I'm on my way back to Blighty. But I had a good couple of days over here. Well, not even a couple of days, not even 24 hours. But now is where the journey really begins. Now I've got to get myself all the way back to Northumberland. That's a long way from here. I'm just going to plod on and get on with it. Stop whinging, nothing I can do. Doesn't change anything. I didn't get to go to a bloody supermarket. I like going to the supermarkets in Belgium so I can get some goodies to take home, and I just didn't have time. My meeting was meant to finish at 12 o'clock. And then the idea was then I had kind of an hour before I really need to be on the road to leave at 1 o'clock. But the meeting went on till 1 o'clock and I was a bit late getting away. So unfortunately I haven't managed to go and jump in the supermarket. So I'll probably get told off when I get in. Why didn't you go to the supermarket? I missed my biscuits. Go yourself. I'll be joking. Yep, that's the UK out that window. Phase 1 was to drive to the tunnel. Phase 2 was to get through the tunnel. Phase 3 is about to begin. So I've got to go try and find some food. I actually don't know what time it is. I don't know if my stuff's changed time or not yet. I got on at 3:45. It says 4:25. So that means my stuff hasn't updated. Hey Siri, what time is it in London?
It's 15:23 in London, England.
Just scored myself an hour. Well, none of my clocks have changed yet. 15:23, so we're not ready for food yet. I thought it was 4:30, which meant I would have got the Maidstone soon. It would have been 5ish, but 3:30. Oh, you know what that means? It means we're going to hit traffic in London. We're going to probably be on the M25 when traffic hits. Yay! Okay, I'm not delirious yet, but you know it's coming. 27 minutes past 3. Do you know what? SatNav is telling me I can get home for 10 o'clock. We ain't got to London yet. We might still hit traffic. I did hit traffic. It's 8:30 p.m. I'm 116 miles from home. I need to go and get something to eat now though. I would normally say I'm starving, but I'm not. But I know I've got to eat. So I'm at Ferry Bridge Services. Gonna grab a bite to eat. Got to give my car a good charge. And hopefully this is the last stop. Been a long day so far. Right, car is charged, dinner is eaten, Tesla supercharger is broken. Now for the onward journey. What are we on? It's just gone 20 past 9. Got about 2 hours, so that's not too bad. Should be home comfortably before midnight. Or I've just cursed it. So what's that going to be? We've been on the road for just over 9 hours so far. Right, it's 11:20. I've just got home. That was a nice long day. I need to empty the boot. I need to go and say hello to my dogs, and then I need to go to bed because it's not that long until I've got to get back up again and get back in this car, then head down to Hartlepool. I've got to leave the house at 6:30 to go and pick a couple of people up on the way. I'll see you then. Now, if you want to see why I was going to Hartlepool, there'll be a video coming out in a few days. Essentially, I was going down there to do a park run to try and beat my PB and get a new, PB of 24:30 in the 5K. Did I get it? Wait for that video to come out. If you follow me on Strava, you already know the answer. So what results have we seen? Okay, if we go back to week 1 where we lost 8 pounds, we knew that was a lot of that was going to be water weight. You know, a few of those pounds would have been body fat, and we got to remember that though. So it feels like a big number, and it is a big number, but one that we don't take. You know, we kind of take with a pinch of salt, if you like. But week two's been good. Week 2 has been actually pretty good to me. I'm quite happy with the result that I've seen. So we dropped a total of 12 pounds now. So we had another 4 pounds off this week. So yeah, 12 pounds, 2 more pounds to go, and that is a stone lost. So I'm hoping by the end of week 3 that I will be a stone lighter than I was at the start, which will be, I can't tell you how happy that will make me feel, but that will make me feel really, really happy. Side effects. Yeah, side effects is a weird one, right? Because I don't know, apart from one, I don't know that I'm really having any anymore. I had the headache the first few days, which I believe was sugar withdrawal. That's obviously gone. That had gone by the end of last week. The acid that I was getting, that's entirely gone. I've had no nausea. I've had none of that. Yeah, I'm just feeling fine. There's only one thing, and I think I might have mentioned it on the last video. I've certainly mentioned it to anyone that wants to listen to me when they see me in person, and that is my heart rate. My resting heart rate actually seems to have settled. It was inflated by about 5 beats a minute, but it seems to have come back down. So that's really good news. However, when I'm out running, it's still going up there quite quickly. I mean, I'm running in my effort of probably high zone 3, and I'm actually getting zone 5 in terms of my heart rate. So that's, I wouldn't say it's concerning, it's disappointing, because when I want to run fast, I'm not really able to, because my heart's already saying, no mate, I've maxed out, you ain't got anything left. But I have to choose one, right? I have to either not be on Mounjaro and struggle to lose weight and be able to run that little bit quicker, or I stay on Mounjaro and just try and manage it and hope that my body might adjust, and then the heart rate comes back down, and then the speed comes afterwards. I don't know. We're playing this by ear. We're just gonna see what happens over the coming weeks. But it's not really something I'm too worried about right now. If there's anything you want to know about my experience with Mounjaro so far, please do drop some comments in the questions. I've already had a couple which I do intend to reply to. I just need to find that time to figure it all out. I've got another busy week coming up. I'm off to Glasgow on Monday morning, back home Tuesday evening, and then on Wednesday I'm back down in London. So still a lot of traveling to do, but it's a busy week. Next week, or the week after, I should see a week where I'm hoping to be at home most of that, and you know, that allows me a bit of time to sort of regroup and make some plans. So far so good. If you do enjoy this content, please do feel free to knock onto that subscribe button and even a notification if you want to get told next time I upload. Appreciate I might have 2 separate audiences here. One might be more interested in running, one might be more interested in the Mounjaro. I'm hoping to meet in the middle somewhere and you find it interesting. But thanks anyway for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.